Hello, folks. Welcome back for another episode of... hello, folks. Welcome back for another episode of Schwaaard's Follies. And I do apologize for the last episode. We did not have a lot of follying and a lot of being flummoxed. We actually had some success, and that's not what this channel is about. No, indeed. So, thanks to IO's amazing deck, we did pretty well last time, but not this time. No, indeed, because this is my own deck creation. So you know we're headed for turbulent waters. It is my Schwaaard. As you can tell by the name, it is featuring the sleigh mechanic, amongst other things. So there you have it. You probably don't need to look too hard at it. You just kind of glance and go, oh dear. But that's what we got to work with. I do like the sleigh mechanic. It's weird because when they first introduced the concept of 3 houses or 3 attributes together, I was the one I was excited the most about, perhaps, or the one that I had thought, wow, this is going to be a crazy combo to have, or a crazy, it's going to allow for some crazy things, was Ebonheart, because of the sleigh, because of the synergies with all the different sleigh stuff there. But it's actually, I don't like playing that one as much, which again sucks because it's got a lot of really cool sleigh stuff. But for whatever reason, I like the Halalu version of sleigh. So we're gonna try to do some of that. And you don't see as much of the greedy sleigh with Halalu as you do with Ebonheart. Ebonheart typically is, you know, let your opponent get you down to 10, and hopefully you've got some really killer. You can squish the Wimpy with your Night Talon Lord and bail you out. You know, because of the ramp. I think it naturally lends itself to a late game, or a propensity for wanting to go to the late game and building up that late game thing. So I wanted to play a kind of deck where I'm trying to mix it up. What?
Hello there.
Got my hype. You. Wow. Wow. Just wow.
Preparations have been made.
Honestly, though, that feels like a Larson thing to do. Like, I'm gonna give him Lich's Ascension. I mean, to be fair, it is a free card. Like, the fact that he had it in the opening hand sucks.
For the Emperor.
Because there's only 3 copies of Lich's Ascension, and it seems like he's not particularly... yeah, it just... Unfortunately for us, he had it right off the jump. We don't have any late game cards, so that's gonna be a dead card for us. So Barter is essentially free card for him, and we are going to... to quote Malcolm, there are some sleigh cards in this sleigh deck, right? So we're tipping our hand here, and I have no doubt our opponent may ring out a Shadowfen. So it's a little premature to put that out there, but I want to, like, if I get a 5-cost card next time, a sleigh card, which they are in this deck, I want to be able to play it, and I just don't want to waste a turn. So our opponent now knows what we're going for. Okay, so this is a just yoink all your cool cards deck, which not a big fan really. So I was gonna play Cliff Racer, but that would give him the ability to race, or to to Cliff Race us. So I'm probably just gonna put this over here. Hopefully he'll play that next turn. If he holds on to it, if he's smart and he holds on to it, then... Now, of course, he's going to hit. I want him to hit and get Lich's Ascension. Nope, he's going to see the Cliff Racer. So he might hold on to that just knowing that I've got a Charger coming in. But yeah, and... Wow. Okay, 2 of them already? Alright, dude, I'm sorry. You're a bit of a turd muffin. Not gonna lie. This is turd muffin behavior. Okay, Probably's not all that great, but...
I do not fear death.
Oh well, I was gonna take it from him, but I'll just take it from him instead. Seriously, like, what are the odds that my opponent ends up with 2 Lich's Ascension in his hand, for crying out loud?
No quarter. See you late.
And he was able to get 2 pretty decent cards out of it. But yeah, I'm not, and I feel like a broken record, folks, and so I feel bad about that, just for the record. But I mean, I guess maybe that's why, like, TESL is, for me, it's about the Live at 5, and it really is about the community and okay, because there's just so many things that I find that kind of just grate on my nerves. And, like, I don't like thief decks. Just... I mean, I can't really say from a moral standpoint, but let's see.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the snow. No quarter.
Ita Oreo.
Because I mean, obviously it's not immoral, but it's just I don't like the idea that you go into a game with a gimpy deck and you just hope your opponent has good cards that you can steal. I just don't like that mentality. I don't like taking things that don't belong to me. But the mechanic is in the game, so I can't fault anybody for playing it in terms of like, oh, like they're not cheating. It just I don't know. I just doesn't seem like you can really take any pride in your deck or in how the game goes. But it looks like we're gonna be able to close this one out anyway, barring
Oreo.
Yeah. So there we go. So Nogavir, the quick. Build a deck that you want to actually play. Not one where it's just hamstring your opponent and yoink all their cool stuff. And that was our gateway game too. Ha! What do you know? All right, so we're moving forward. This is just a kick in the crotch. We're probably going to get to rank 5. Well, I don't know about that. We'll see. Because today, I'm going to be pre-recording the next few videos because starting Monday of this coming week, actually, yeah, the day that you see this video, I am going to be up to my eyeballs in moving procedures. We are picking up trucks, we are loading trucks, we are doing the things and buying the things and planning the things. It's going to be a heck of a week. So I'm trying to do everything in advance so that y'all still have something in my absence. Because that's just the saint that I am. Saint bitch about everything. I don't know why I chose to use a bit of a vulgar word, but you know, it is a word that has come to mean to complain vehemently, and I certainly do a lot of that when I'm playing this game. And so we have our second scout in a row, also beginning with the letter N. What does this mean, folks? What does this portend? I don't know. Let us find out. Ooh, we are going to keep our Night Mother. That's a nice curve, especially with the ring. So, unfortunately, again, the scout typically is not short on Shadow Fens. So if I do play the Night Mother early, chances are she is going to become non-existent. So I'm not going to ring her out, that's for sure. If I don't have anything decent to play next turn, that actually is something very decent to play my Penitus Oculatus agent with. So we shall ring it out. Ring-a-ding-ding.
For the Emperor.
Yoink. Give me your rally and your lethal. Okay, now I know I just talked about stealing stuff, but I'm not talking about stealing attributes. I was complaining about stealing cards. Alright, so we just go ahead and... yeah, let's go ahead and...
a little distraction might
No quarter.
stealing attributes is okay. Penitus is fine. Wow, really? You didn't go for the bigger? Okay, okay. You do you, my friend. And he's continuing to plug away, so I hope he just keeps hitting my face and keeps feeding me cards incrementally. I'm expecting turn 6 the Necromancer. Alright, so I'm thinking... ooh. We will play her next turn. After we... well, shoot. Yeah.
They will never know I was
So I know that could be dangerous for us because if our opponent has a weapon or something, they can equip this. It's a free body for them. But I didn't have any other slay creatures on the board to make use of it, so... that's an Earthbone target. Or that's an Earthbone target. So our opponent clearly has lethal on the mind. Let's see here. So I could Quicksilver Crossbow to give us the card draw, and yeah, we'll do Gavel. So, ooh, that could be pretty nifty as well. I care more about keeping. Oh wait, no. Okay, so she has to trade. He's gonna have to stay alive.
behold my power.
And yeah. So I think we came out of that okay.
Should have been more work.
That's a lot better. We'll go ahead and put that over here, just so we have something if we want to. We can go face with it, but being able to contend something they may put down here, or even this little rally creature. I've been wanting to use Earthbone on it, but he's been able to put stuff here that needs to be dealt with.
Quench your thirst, friend.
So this is just a lethal deck, just lethal heavy. Lethal
Quench
heavy
your
deck.
thirst.
Well, yeah, look at that. My gosh. Which is fine, because I don't mind lethal too much, I guess. Ooh. So, Child of Scene is decidedly not good here.
Personal.
So, one of these is going to bite it anyway, or do I Gambit? Do I ping and then Gambit?
We must protect our stronghold.
Sweet.
Justice will be done.
I will put them back.
So right now, Night Mother not really being a factor. Usually I like to get her on the board with a Slay deck very early, but we are having to, again, stay on our toes against what our opponent's got here. Again, Child of Scene's not going to be great without Night Mother because it's not going to be able to survive whatever it trades with. So really it comes down if our opponent has more guards. That's not a guard squish. That is a guard. That is, we do have our Earthbone just for that purpose though.
By Arcade's
And that means that we are immune to,
Kill them all.
because we had our Halalu Sharpshooter online for the next turn if our opponent got a prophecy, like Fighter's Guild or something. So Halalu's okay, but we've been up against two kind of gimmicky decks. One is a Thief / I'm going to give you Lich's Ascension deck. And to be fair, so Justin would give you, when he did the White Whale, his White Whale was, he would give you a Iron Atronach and then try to kill it. So he'd give you a useful card and actually be risking the game by doing so. Whereas our opponent was just giving us a card that, unless we were an incredibly greedy deck, we would have absolutely no... Uh-oh. My mouse isn't working. No! Oh, and I have to use a trackpad. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Alright, we'll get rid of this, and we'll hold on to that just in case. I know we do have a bunch of one... Yeah, so I was afraid of that. We've got some 1-drops and 2-drops, but unfortunately... Alright, so in the next game we'll get the mouse. I know some folks love the trackpad. You know, I can appreciate its utility in a mobile type scenario, but... Alright, so Mattia V96 mobile is most assuredly running a Control Empire. Yup. And, okay, that's not the worst. Okay, that is the worst. Well, gotta love that.
Just give me a name.
So, I mean, because we're not the greedier high-end deck, we really don't want to be going too long. And we do have our Belly G and Unstoppable Rage. Oh, boo! Boo! Mattia. May you learn from this lesson, my friend.
We must protect our stronghold.
It's nothing personal.
Mundus is no fundus. Also, I'm curious. We'll see how it's going. You really can't see when I'm small, but obviously... Okay, that's fine. I don't really care too much about either guard or that extra contract at the moment.
How can Uncle Crassus help?
Okay, this is interesting. These are not... Okay, hey, yeah, man.
It's nothing personal.
That's cool.
They're in my sights.
I should have used Crusader's Assault because I don't really have a good card to play this turn.
There's
but
a plan. There's always
we'll save it for next turn. That was a misplay on my part. We definitely should have played Crusader's Assault there. Most assuredly should have, because now we are... Yeah. Ooh, nice. Finally. Man, it takes a while to get our Slay creatures in this deck for some reason. I mean, I guess maybe if I were to tally them up, I don't have that many for a 75-card deck.
The Legion stands ready.
Alright, so it looks like our opponent perhaps is... Like when you see that card, I think maybe our opponent is new to the game. Or newer, which would explain some of the card choices. Well, we could still lose to this particular deck, as we saw the other time. I think one of the games we lost to was a card that runs Ice Storm in a game that you wouldn't think would play Ice Storm. Yeah, this is not looking fabulous for our opponent. I mean, he's not doing too bad on health at the moment, but we're gonna put him over here just in case he's got Dawn's Wrath next turn. Pretty much, it's an equal trade, and if he does play anything in the Shadow Lane, we do have our Unstoppable Rage that should allow our Child Ever Seen, barring a Prophecy, to just go ham on the face. And there is some more heals for our opponent. Yeah. Alright. Got another Crusader's Assault. Not ideal. We don't get the breakthrough on it. You know what? We're gonna buff her up just a little bit here. There we go. Alright. So again, both lanes are formidable. Anasi or Earthbone is gonna be good for that.
You can tell them you thought.
Yep. Sorry, my friend. Anasi will see through you.
How can I serve?
Or we could just... Well, yeah. So this will get him down to 5. And oh, Prophecy there. Could be a problem. And we do have the Gavel, so I think we still win. If he can remove a creature, yep, that's fine. Alright, and so we yoink.
Anasi finds it useful to use her enemy's
Gavel.
strength against them.
And we win. Okay. So, Mattia, no to Poopstone. It will behoove you to not play Poopstone in the future. For your own sake. Cordata and I both don't like that card. He says it's actually not good. And he's probably right. I just personally hate the crap out of it. Anyway, but we all know this. My disdain for Poopstone is well documented. Crap, does this take AA? Or AAA? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Sorry. Just having to... I've had this mouse for like... Or the battery in that mouse for like 1 billion years, and it never needed changed, and right in the thick of things, it goes out on me. And I don't... the trackpad in particular, when I'm playing a game, is a liability because... I'm trying to... No, it's supposed to go in this way. You know what? This should not be that hard. It's much more complicated than you may think. There we go. Because I've had many a time, well, not many a time, but I've had it happen where I'm trying to click on something using the mouse pad and or the trackpad, and it doesn't properly connect what I'm doing, and so it'll put my card in a different lane, or it'll yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not my fault. Is my point. It's not my fault. I make enough stupid plays on my own. I don't need my interface creating more kerfuffles. And that's exactly what I get with the trackpad. So I'm back to the mouse. You should see a drastic increase in play quality. But yeah, I'm actually kind of curious. So I decided to wear. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. We'll see. I mean, it's a much lighter green than the backdrop, but I'm wearing a Green Lantern T-shirt. And when you have a green screen, it's typically not a good idea to wear green or red. You wouldn't think red, and I don't know how they do it in the real movies, because you never see it there. But in everything that I've done, which has been even in a studio, granted it's a moderate studio, but a studio that we had at work. Anytime red is involved, it makes it creates like this thin green band around. Do I play her in the Shadow Lane? Sure. This is Telvanni. We're going to want to close this out as quickly as possible. As well. Although, I mean, this is a breath of fresh air. You don't see that card too often. Hey, look at that! Oh, Goobertron, have you been inspired by my I don't even remember what it's called.
I will have
Deck,
my vengeance.
the weapon.
So it
I
comes
can't
to
remember what I called it.
violence.
I called it something really cool though. All right, so
I will have my vengeance.
my thought process. Let's go ahead and get the brawler out. I was actually going to trade in that lane because I'm sure whatever weapon he chose is going to not be great for me, but he wouldn't be able to take out both of them, obviously. And so if he's got like a, you know, a
So it
dagger
comes
or
to
something equipped,
violence.
then we're kind of screwed. But don't do it. Don't do it, Goobertron. Come on, man, please. I believe in humanity. Okay, well, that'll work. So this is that OTK where you, yeah. So she's got the armor thing. So we need to get rid of those. That is a.
I will have my vengeance.
Sovngarde awaits you.
Because if one of those is alive
With the fervor of the wild hunt.
on the board, like next turn, I don't think he can do it next turn. But he can get close if we don't kill it. Because all he has to do is put the Ring of Imaginary Might and the thing that gives you the health of another creature, and then the Ring of Imaginary Might. So I mean, he doesn't have the Magicka now, but he's got more. Yeah, he's going for it. He is definitely going for it.
I will have my vengeance.
I don't know if he's got the Magicka yet or not, but we're gonna play. That's 4, that's 6. We can do both. So we're gonna play that and that.
There's always a plan.
Because right now he can't one-shot us, I don't think. Because he gets 16 or 10 or whatever it is from the big guy. And he can do like 20 damage in one turn. Okay. That's not great. There it is again. And now you got Alduin. Okay, so we've got 2 more turns, because then of course if he's got Reanimate, of course he does. We know that. So we're gonna have to ring out Cloud Rest and Brotherhood next turn, because we need to close this out before he can reanimate.
It
Or-
has been an engaging hunt.
Yeah.
Sovngarde awaits.
I will have
Or-
my vengeance. To oblivion with you.
Shoot. That was just not enough.
A little distraction might prove useful.
Because he can't... Unless... Does he have a way to reanimate? Early? No, it does not. Okay. Looking for answers.
This was a worthy contest.
Alright, so Goobertron. Not a fan of the Alduin part. I do get it. I think Dana was the first one who gave me a deck that had that
He's
OTK.
embarrassed.
Don't worry about it, man.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Yeah, see? Yeah, that is definitely the...
Behold my power.
Oh, I should have finished it with her. She survived the whole game. But yeah, it's always suspicious. When your opponent doesn't want to contest your lane, it's very suspicious. And so I admit we were a bit of a party pooper in that one, but I did not want to get that. I know what that OTK is, and I did not want to get it. So I guess he had a backup in Alduin. I think he realized. But yeah, I can almost guarantee I would be very surprised if he did not have the reanimate in hand and could have either wiped our board on the next turn or whatever. But yeah, we raced the clock and we actually managed to get out ahead of it. He didn't have a whole lot. I think that trying to get that OTK off it just makes it harder, which is why I kind of respect it, just because it does involve a lot more risk than like the Alduin Rebirth thing. Because if you're doing that, then you just play a bunch of guards and you stall until turn 9 and then game over pretty much. Although as I think we saw some from somebody else, they were able to Returnal. I believe we've played Returnal before. The name sounds familiar. We don't have the ring, so we're not going to go greedy with the 4-drop. We got a 1 and a 3. This is good, especially if our opponent doesn't play anything on turn 1.
To your house.
And I'm putting it over here because anytime you put her, almost all the time, if you put her over here in the shadow lane, it's a telegraph that you've got a lane change. So hopefully our opponent won't be thinking that way, or is just going to remove her anyway. Okay, that's fine. No card draw for you, sir. No card draw for you. But I get it. She can become a pain in the butt, so I don't blame you. But this could very well be... Alright, is it worth the Archer's Gambit? Or do we just do our 2 damage and put our Bruma down? Because we can't do both. We're going to save our Gambit for an actual slay thing. So this could be the Greed Slay that I was referring to. It's Ebonheart colors. It's a little slow out of the gate. You don't really ever see too many. I think Brave Carryout is the only one who plays the few that I've seen that actually plays an aggressive version of.
You won't foil my plan.
Ebonheart. Usually it's a little more of a slow burn. I have a feeling it's going to lane change.
They will never know I was there.
So we may be setting up for failure. And the fact that he's going to be able to pilfer, not break a rune, and get, what, 7 magicka for this turn? Yeah, there we go. See, he's got the lane change. The good news is he can't slay her on his own. So he's going to go for the easier target. Oh, and now I can Archer's Gambit and slay that.
My claws are sharp.
Perfect.
And thirsty.
Of course, he can lane change and slay that. So his whole thing is, I want a ramp. Give me ramp. Because he wants to get to the late game greed.
Justice will be done.
And if he does have a lane change or a crossbow or anything, obviously she's going to get pinged this turn. Child of her scene without
To chaos with you.
any enhancements is not great.
Feel the power within you.
Man, I really would like a 2 or 3 drop, please. Ask and ye shall receive. Well, kind of. It's a 1 drop, but...
Justice will be done.
Ooh, Belly G, you are good for me. And Nasi, you are also fantastic. I will probably play you next turn if this does not change lanes or ping me already. Or if it puts down another one.
We must protect our strong.
No, the douche. That's all right. This is still a good Anasi turn.
My claws are sharp.
Yes.
And thirsty.
Although I'm gonna have to let her die because let's see what actually is the better play here. I mean, we can only play 1 card. We have a bunch of cards. We can only play 1. I think Anasi is the way to go. But she has to die so that
The always clever.
that does... Oh, wait, can it still do it? No, it can't. Okay. I was going to say, because this can still slay. It still has 1 power, so it could still... If he's able to ping this somehow, he could still get a slay on this, even though it doesn't have lethal, but it's less likely at this point. And he's going to have to apply some other resource in order to do that. Okay, does he get what he needs? All he needs is a crossbow or a Archer's Gambit.
Do not vex me.
Any one of the many tools that the Slay uses to enable itself. I'm hoping to play Belly G next turn. So I would like to have a target.
I slay the unworthy.
That's a good target for Belly G. Alright, he's going to let that go.
Taste a Nazi's blade.
See, and if we were up against a little bit more of in a relaxed situation, Naryu would be a great one. But I feel like we're kind of... I mean, this guy, he's already in Squish and Night Talon Lord range. And once that happens, we're pretty much done.
Drown in the river of battle.
Okay, that's pretty much just as bad.
They're in my sights.
And he's going to get the Slay off. More ramp. So, I mean, we can clean it up with Mulamir. And I think that's going to be our best bet. Clean that out. Boink. Boink. And boink. And that's to keep Arnasi alive and also to put a big old threat on the board. Again, Nighttown Lord, I mean, at this point, it is a very real threat. And that's why I'm not messing around. We do have lethal, technically. We did have lethal, technically. That's the third time that I can recall Red Year screwing us over. Good times, good times. I'm gonna go Child of Ursine. Kratos, hail, friend! And we'll go Black Dragon. And depending on what our opponent does, we might gnar you. We'll see.
I swear vengeance.
Walk with our Lord.
I think he just put down a Dark Seducer. Yep. Yep. Alright, so, do we have a way around it? Alright, okay, we don't get the card draw from that, so... Yeah, it's not looking good. Looks like our opponent's going to get a bunch of drain. I mean, Earthbone would be great. Would have been a great pickup here. I don't want to lose this guy. I can get the sleigh with the douche going, but it's not going to be pretty.
We must protect us.
But I think that's really the only option we have at the moment. Kill it. He gets the drain. Kill that. He loses the rest of them in his deck, which is not too bad.
Under moon and star.
And Black Dragon's immune to lethal, so we don't have to worry about this interacting unless it can get through the guard and get here. But Unstoppable Rage is a thing, too. We may have just played into that. I'm worried about Vipers, though. So, like I said, Unstoppable Rage is a bummer, but we're not in the worst shape in the world.
Do not vex me.
But yeah, I mean, we're up against Greed, and you can't... We're too late in the game for it. Unless our opponent just has a brick of a draw, we're going to be dead very, very soon.
I do not fear death.
Alright, Penitence would be great. Well, like I said, we don't have to worry about
This
that.
is on your head.
He's already got 2 of these in the graveyard, right? Oh, but you know, we can... And let's see, we do this. We're gonna draw first. And then we'll go ahead and gnar you.
What you've got.
And... get that out of her way. And that levels him up, so there's no longer a good trade with Necromancer. So again, I mean, we're just we are every turn that this game goes longer, we're just waiting for that OTK, the Unstoppable Rage plus whatever card, and the game's over. So I'm still trying to beat the clock, but it's only a matter of time. We do have, well, okay, last time I said we have X number of damage on the board. Our opponent swiftly removed all of said damage, so we are not going to count on that. The douche again coming down, taking out our Black Dragon, nice alt art premium. She's so beautiful.
Behold my power.
I'm guessing he has a rage in hand. Well, no, if he did, he would have played it with the assassin. Oh no, maybe he still will. So he did his damage, but no, he would have played the douche over here then.
My servant.
What are you pulling out? That's what. That's why I thought I killed it with the Black Dragon. I thought that removed everything, but I guess not. Oh, Unstoppable Rage would be so beautiful right here. Dag nabbit. No pings, nothing really to do. We can Candle Hearth.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the snow.
I have a job to do.
We'll play the Duke over here.
Let's help the people of Vardenfell.
And the Rift Thane over here. Again, bad news if he's got unstuck. Oh! I didn't realize we had less health than he did. That was a dumb idea.
What have we here?
He's looking for that rage.
I bark and burn.
Looking for that rage. Wow. I mean, if either one of us get a rage right now, I think it's game over.
Not even death.
Oh, don't tell me you squish. Not that it matters. I don't have a way to deal with it. Oh, you know what? If I play her, we could, in theory, draw Unstoppable Rage. Because what is it? Draw a random card from your deck with the cost equal to your remaining Magicka. We have 12. If we play a 4 cost, that should give us Rage, right?
Come for trouble, eh?
Oh, yes! 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 Oh. Big brain play.
If they're determined to be an enemy.
Oh, thank goodness. I mean, I think we have other A-drops, so that was not a guarantee, but boy, howdy, was that helpful. Oh, my goodness gracious. So that put us in a better position. Don't know if it's going to get there, because they still have a lot of Magicka and stuff to work with. But the hesitancy makes me hope that we could still pull this one out.
The night is mine.
Oh, no, 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 you gotta squish, you... I swear, that combination, man, that... Golly, I hate that so much. Well, we gave it our best. I can't help it if we had the same... No, you know what? Not gonna be jaded, not gonna be bitter. Is what it is.
I slay the unworthy.
They will never know I was there.
Unsheath your claws.
I mean, I don't think he can kill us next turn, but obviously he's going to get Naryu Ven, which is not great. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's going to... I mean, he can't trade with anything with it, so he either has to hit my face or he has to kill it. But he can do 14, 16, 17, 18 damage on this turn. Okay, yeah, he choose to go greed. Which, you know, I'm okay with. That is kind of the MO of Ebonheart and Slay, is greed. Alright.
Should have been more worthy.
Cliff Racer.
My scales move in shadow.
Actually, we
Walk
need Cliff Racer. Oh, for
without
crying out loud. Okay. So we have to Cliff Racer here so we can get our...
Justice will be done.
Rage would have been great.
Justice will be done.
Need some help?
Oh, misplayed her. I should have done the other direction. Since we do need our... we do need the health at this point.
Should have been more worthy.
My scales move in shadow.
But yeah, that was just way too much to overcome. We had a great turn. We had one great turn this game. And after that, it was just... And so even Rage isn't great, all that great here. That actually could be good, but yeah, Rage doesn't kill. It kills one thing. So we're going to do this just to see what we can get. Rift Thane and Unstoppable Rage in this lane is pretty good, I guess.
I'll profit from your death.
So we can play that there.
They will not get past me.
We must protect
And just in case, because I would like to get some kind of slay off on that guy, but get him off the board. He's getting a lot more love than he ever got in any other game. I never see this guy. Never see this guy ever played.
Should have been more.
You will die.
And the way things are going, I'm predicting that the one card he has in his hand is going to be freaking amazing. He's holding on to that Velocity Assassin for a rage to do a lane clear. I think that much is clear. But I mean, with the breakthrough, that's a dangerous thing, though. With the breakthrough, if he is able to find rage, then we're truly and rightly screwed. But we can do this.
Shall we put in a dishonest
Oh my gosh! I mean, that's not the game breaker I was afraid it was going to be. But okay, this is actually looking okay now. So Crusader's Assault, Unstoppable Rage. Which one is going to be better to do? It doesn't kill this. It can kill this. Do we want the card draw or do we want her big? I think we want the card draw, right? Yep. Kratos, we're thinking the same thing. But here's the thing: if we use her to slay,
I have no patience.
if we use her to slay, then we can make it big. We can make her big enough that she could actually rage and get something out of it. The problem is... Oh, there is no problem, I guess.
Justice will be done.
I'm not sure. I didn't look because I don't wanna. I feel like I'm cheating if I look. If Kratos was saying the same thing or not, but that does give us. Oh my goodness.
I want to be an assassin, like Nari.
Okay, our opponent has one card he can use to win the game. If that is not a rage or a... Oh, come on! Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. What can I do? Can I do anything? Can I save it? And we've got Quicksilver, but that only does 1 damage. Don't have a lane change. Do we have a draw? Oh, man. Returnal, I gotta say, man, I am a little tilted with you at the moment, but here's what we gotta do. I'm gonna have to try to draw into it.
No quarter.
Draw an answer. That's what we needed.
For the Emperor.
Woo! Alright. And we're gonna...
You have my vengeance.
Okay. Is this the turn? This was an epic... Oh, come on. Not another thwarting of my plans. Is this going to be it? Is this going to be it? I think it is. I think it is. I don't know. He's either roping us really cruelly because he got the rage, or he's just not terribly thrilled with how... There we go! There we go! So, and that was our gateway game. We are now in the Steed, which I do not have good experience with the Steed, but that, honestly, folks, I usually play these for an hour. That was, though, just kind of an epic game. I need to take a little breather. It's important at this moment, though, to reflect and think back on that and go, okay, I did say our opponent did seem to have what he needed at the right time in many, many different situations. However, we also got what we needed. We were able to get the rage. Let me indulge me here, folks. Just bear with me. I want to look because I don't remember all the details about it. If you look at Slaylalu, how many 8-drops did we have? That's it. Okay, so unknown to me, it was an act of brilliance on my part because I only had the ability to play, or I could only pull, having played a 4-cost, the only card I could have possibly drawn was an Unstoppable Rage. So that was a little less RNG than I thought. That is going to end the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep playing.